So much fun having the chef here this morning, his final day of his visit. I also want to welcome, we see so many new customers shopping with us. I want to welcome all of you in. It is such a pleasure having you. Let's talk about one of my favorite things on all of planet Earth. There is nothing better than getting up in the morning. You open your bedroom door and you walk out and your entire house smells like fresh baked bread. That is what this Breadmaker is going to allow you to enjoy every day if you want to. So easily. You literally open it up, add in the ingredients for whatever type of bread you want to make. You want to make a raisin bread. You want to make a French bread. It is completely up to you. No stirring, no mixing, no extra bowls, no mess. You put all of the ingredients in. You press a button. You can even put that delay timer on so that it's fresh baked and ready when you get up in the morning. One of the best things that I've purchased, hands down. And this is huge because you can do a 2-pound loaf of bread. You can do a 1.5 pound loaf of bread. We're showing you it's got the little candy and nut dispenser as well. Oh my gosh, that's some sort of M&M bread and it looks fantastic. This is a special price for you today, the final day of the chef's visit. You're saving $30. It's on 4 Flex and we're enjoying free shipping and handling on this as well. Chef, this is one of my favorites.
You know what? There's nothing better than if you eat bread, it's freshly baked.
Yes.
And you know, it has a timer on it. So if you want to have fresh bread at 9 in the morning, it's Sunday, you put it on the timer, it will knead it, it will prove it, and it will bake it while you sleep. And let me show you how easy it is to use. So you have the bread maker here. I have to put my glasses on it because my eyesight is not that good to read and everything. Okay, so you have the machine with the kneader right in here. So don't forget to put the kneader in here.
Okay.
All right. Then you get your ingredients. It depends what bread you really like. If you like a brioche type of bread, add butter and eggs to it, and you're gonna have like this beautiful French bread or like a challah and so forth. So then you always start with the liquid first. So you put water in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Dump it in.
Okay. And then we have some yeast. Always put yeast in it. You can have dried yeast or you can have the regular cake yeast. Then we have butter. You also can use olive oil if you don't use butter. Egg yolks.
Dump it in.
Dump it, or just dump everything right in here.
Right, exactly.
We have a little salt. Don't forget salt. Oh, in Italy, they don't put salt in the bread, and people love it.
Oh, interesting.
And a little touch of sugar if you like it. Now here I have milk protein, milk powder, which is really high protein, so really it gives it a great volume on your bread and it makes it nice and sturdy, but you don't need it if you don't have to. And then you add the flour.
Dump it in.
That's all
so
you have to do. Now you close it up. See, is that hard?
No.
Your kid could do that. So now here, you see the menu here? Okay. So we're gonna make a sweet bread here. So you have the menu. 1 is basic, 2 is French, 3 is whole wheat, quick, sweet. All right, so let's go to number 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the color. You can see I like my bread really nice and dark. Some people like it very blonde and yellowy looking, but I like a good crust on my bread.
Okay.
So the crust is light, medium, dark. Look at dark, it's dark here. All right, so you have that. And then the loaf size. This is gonna be a 2-pound loaf. You can see it here, 1.5, 2 pounds. Okay, all right.
And then
all you have to do is put it on. Put it on start.
That's how easy it is. There was no mixing. There was no fuss. There was no kneading of any bread. You put everything in. You adjust it to exactly how you enjoy fresh baked bread, and you walked away. And if you wanted to, you could set the timer as well to have it ready and kept
whenever you want.
First thing in the morning, or maybe when you get home.
Exactly. So this is the simplest thing.
It is the simplest thing. And I love, Chef Wolfgang, that you get to pick the ingredients. So maybe you like gluten-free or you need to eat gluten-free.
All right, I'm going to show you one more here, the gluten-free.
Oh, see, there you go.
All right. So the same thing. Okay, right, we have to put the salad away here.
Okay. The salad. There you go.
All right. So now the gluten-free, the same thing. We start out, I'm going to add some milk. If you want, you can use buttermilk if you like to. Then egg whites, or whole eggs if you like to.
Okay.
A little oil or a little butter. You can see here I add the oil to it. The same thing, yeast. Maybe if you want a whole egg, it's okay too.
Okay. Put it right in. You're not whipping anything.
All right, nothing. So
anything.
now you get gluten-free flour. It is so easy to use, easy to buy. You know, it could be teff flour, it could be potato flour, rice flour, a mixture of all of them. All have different qualities. So you just add that to it. All right.
No stirring.
And then the same thing. You go out in front.
And it's so easy, and I love that you're going to show this to us again.
So the same thing here is the menu. So we have gluten-free is number 6.
So go to 6.
We go to number 6.
Thank you, darling.
All right. The loaf side, again, I have the color here. I have it medium or dark.
Okay.
Okay. And then the loaf, it's a big one. Okay, and then...
Start.
Walk
away. And you are going to enjoy...
And you can see it starts moving it right in here.
Gluten-free bread. You know what's great is we watched you, Chef, put in maybe 6 or 7 ingredients. Have you ever flipped over your bread and read the ingredients? Even if it's the, natural 100% wheat bread, whatever it may be, it's got like 30 ingredients in a bag of bread. I love that you're controlling the ingredients, so if it's gluten-free...
Exactly. So you want to make bread with no salt. You want to make bread with pepper in it, with rosemary in it, with thyme in it, whatever you like, you can make it the way you love it. It even has a dispenser here, you can see, which will add the nuts at the right time, the olives at the right time, so they don't get all mushed up.
Well, this is by far the lowest that this has ever been. It's normally $129.95. It's under $100 just for today, the chef's final day of his visit, 4 flexible payments and free shipping and handling as well. For me, if I'm gonna eat the carbs, which I do, I enjoy bread, I enjoy carbs. We try to do it in moderation, though. I want it to be the best. I don't want the bagged bread anymore.
If you don't eat carb, you don't eat regular flour, this is what you need. And if you go to your local grocery store and you buy gluten-free bread, it tastes like sawdust. Why? It's dried out. They don't use the right flour. It is really terrible, So in our restaurant, because of my son Oliver, who feels so much better without the gluten, so we make for all of our restaurants now gluten-free bread. And sometimes we add some dried tomatoes, sometimes we add some jalapenos, sometimes some nuts to it. But you do whatever you like because you can control it. So it's so easy. And the great thing is you don't have to do anything. That will sink for you. You know how hard it is at home to think, oh, now I have to let the dough rise.
Oh, my gosh.
Where do I gonna put it? They said put it in a warm, tempered place. And you say, well, is it too hot? Is it too cold? Whatever.
I'm not going there. And I love what you said that Oliver, you love to prepare this with your son because this is something that's fun to do with the kids.
Totally.
There's so many different breads. There's so many fun things like the little candies and the fruits and the olives and the nuts.
Look at that here. See that?
That you can add. And it's something fun that you can do with your kids before you go to bed at night. And you all are excited to get up in the morning and have that fresh baked bread. That's not your hands needing any of that.
I know.
That's
so you have to do
you.
nothing. It will proof it. It will bake it. But you don't only just make bread in here. You can make your meatloaves in here. You can make your pound cake. I love chocolate pound cake. I love lemon pound cakes. I use it all the time. I have it in my refrigerator or even in my freezer, so it's always ready if I need one, because I like it toasted in the morning. I like it with a cup of coffee in the afternoon. I'm a typical Austrian. We love sweets. And one of the great things, too, is raisin breads. My grandmother and my mother, on Sunday, we used to make Kugelhopf. Kugelhopf is the shape, really, but it's basically a raisin bread where she made the dough and then rolled it out. Now, with this, you can make the dough, roll it out, and then put your sugar, your cinnamon, your nuts, your raisin, roll it together, put it back in, and bake it. So then you get some really amazing bread. See that?
Oh, my gosh.
So what we did here, you can see, actually, the way it is. You make the dough in here, let it rest, and then proof it, and then roll it out on a floury bread, and you have beautiful cinnamon.
And you put it right back in the bread maker.
You can see how it bakes here. You see the rounds?
Oh, yeah.
Because
we see
roll,
Our mouths are watering.
you have one sheet and you roll it up. So that's how it is.
How easy is that? And then when you put it in the Breadmaker, it's got 12 programmable bake settings. So everything from gluten-free to French to whole wheat to sweet breads to doughs, cakes, sandwich bread.
Yeah.
All you do is push a button and you walk away. My favorite thing I mentioned is to set the delay timer at night. So you put in a few ingredients, you press a couple buttons, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning and you slice warm, because it has a keep warm feature too if you happen to sleep in. You slice into that hot bread. You just put on a little butter or jam or peanut butter or whatever you love. And it is the best breakfast ever. It is so delicious.
You can make your jams in there. Because you can make your jams, you also can make one of my favorite things is lemon curd. So when I make a lemon pound cake, for example, I cut a slice, put a little lemon curd on top, and you can make the lemon curd in advance, put it in a refrigerator, put it in a mason jar, whatever you want, and just spread it on your bread.
I like that idea. Well, we're already very busy. Our testimonial line is still open if you would love to be a part of our show. If you already have, we want to hear what bread you love to make, because it really does become something where you're like, oh, I want to experiment. What type of bread am I going to make in my new Wolfgang pot Breadmaker? We want to hear from you, but this is the lowest price that this has been. It's normally $130. It's your chance to not only save $30 today, but we're shipping it to you for free.
Now this is the brioche loaf here.
You take it out.
This is the dough we made at the beginning.
The beginning one, okay.
And look how nice and fluffy it is.
How pretty is that?
Yeah.
If you're slicing that and making garlic bread.
See that?
Oh.
That's just for French toast or anything like that. For your sandwiches, there's nothing better. Still warm now. But you look how squishy it is. Can you see that?
Oh, yes. I can see the steam coming off. It's like begging for the butter right now.
I know. Put a little butter, a little jam on it.
I know. That looks so good.
And you have breakfast. I mean, how perfect is that?
And you have a bread that has made your entire house smell so good that your mouth waters the second you hit the floor. But you have a bread that had, what did that have, like 6 ingredients in it? And it was all ingredients that you know. The butter, the eggs, the yeast, the flour.
And you just dump it in and that's it. You don't have to do that much. And then if you make your own jams, what we have, strawberries or apricot.
Because you can make jams in your Breadmaker too.
Yeah, exactly. You make it right in here. This is
my gosh.
Apricot or orange, you decide, and just put it on your bread in the morning. That's how I like my bread, really. Marmalade, a little butter, and you know, I grew up that way, so that's how I still like it.
Oh, it's so good. We'll make it, and then we'll all enjoy our favorite jams and jellies and butters.
Okay.
And then we'll slice it and make the kids sandwiches for lunch.
Whole wheat bread. Now, it looks already healthy.
Looks amazing.
And look how it is. Soft. This is not the old style Breadmaker where it comes out like a brick in a way.
Exactly.
This makes it, proofs it and cooks it to perfection.
Steaming hot, absolutely delicious.
Now
a different bread every day of the week if you want.
Yeah, now look at that bread. See that?
Look at the steam.
Look, and it's totally soft. Just smell it. It is amazing.
Oh, it's so good. I love that, too. It's a compact design, so it's not going to take up a lot of room in your kitchen. Instead of spending $3, $4 on a loaf of bread that who knows how old that is and what ingredients are in it, enjoy making fresh baked bread. We all would love fresh baked bread every day if it was easy, right? This is easy. There's no kneading. There's no stirring. There's no nothing. You literally put the ingredients in. You have the program settings already. You select a couple buttons, and then you walk away from it.
Yeah, it's so easy. Pound cake, like I love sweets, I love chocolate, so you can make your pound cake in here. And then if a kid comes over, you know, we have young children, so you can make, and somebody has a birthday, maybe it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow, you say, okay, I'm gonna make really fast a little cake. So I cut a few slices of the pound cake, for example, and then there is a cake in Austria called Sachertorte, which is a cake, a chocolate cake with apricot marmalade in between layers.
Ooh, stop it. That sounds amazing.
And then, all right, put a few of these layers together. Yeah, that was the next
So,
one.
Marianne, making a cake in the Breadmaker, how long would that take?
Everything is different, but a cake is typically an hour and 20 minutes. But remember, you dump in the ingredients, press cake, the setting of cake, and that's all there is to
That's
it.
It does it
all
all
you
for you.
have to
You're not
do.
preheating an oven.
Yeah.
You're not mixing. You're not pouring into a baking dish. You put all of the ingredients in an hour and 20 minutes.
So
you have cake.
I know. So you could actually use the whole loaf here, use 4 slices, and we make a nice little birthday cake here. Look at that. See, put
Look
that
at
on
how
top.
delicious that looks.
All right. So now, if you want to add whipped cream, if you want to add a little chocolate, so we put that on it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you made that from scratch in an hour and 20 minutes. You
I
didn't
know.
dirty up a bunch of pans.
You're right.
You literally dirtied up no pans.
Look at that. So now you have that done.
Oh, that looks
Then
so good.
maybe we need a little whipped cream because it's Austria loves the whipped cream.
My goodness. Well, I will remind you again that we are obviously very busy.
All right.
If you
Maybe a
can order on
little strawberry.
hsn.com, good for you. Look at how beautiful this is. And it's something that you can create every day if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm not baking a chocolate cake in my oven every day. It's just not
it jumped
happening.
away from me.
That one got away.
All right.
You can do this
Now
every
look
day.
at it. And then all you need is a candle and
Look
you
how
can say
beautiful that
happy
looks.
birthday. Huh?
Steal that candle.
All right, okay. Look
There
at
you
that.
go. So you baked a cake.
A birthday candle, a birthday cake made to order for you.
Happy
How
birthday.
Easy. Yeah.
Happy birthday to us. So it's the cakes, it's the jams, it's the breads. It's making bread specifically the way that you want it with the ingredients that you want. A lot of us are eating gluten-free now. To find gluten-free bread that you actually enjoy and it's not, you don't break the bank when you buy it, now you can make it at home.
Now look at that.
But the
Here we
specialty
made
breads-
jalapeno cheese bread. Can we
Okay.
get another knife or clean this one up?
I'll clean it for you.
That's
Jalapeno
okay.
cheese bread, how long did that take to make?
It depends on, like, everyone is different, but that one is 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, because it has a lot of heavy stuff in it.
Yeah, so, you know, because any dough, like if you want it, make it nice and soft and tender. Look at that. See that? Now you
Look
can
at that.
squish it. So if you want to make it rise perfectly. So the rising, really, the proofing takes the time, but you don't have to worry. You can go do your nails. You can go to the hairdresser. You can take a nap, play with the kids, because the machine does everything.
Well, you can go to bed. That's the thing, because it has the 13-hour delay timer on it. So you think about what time you're going to get up in the morning every day, and you literally walk out to your house smelling like a bakery.
I know. So
Like
you
your
can make
mouth waters.
your toast, your sandwiches with the bread you want, instead of having all these ingredients, which often you don't even know what is it. You know, go
look
to
at the
your
cheese.
supermarket and look at the
Look at
bread
the cheese.
label.
Look at the cheese. Yes, I love what you're saying, because that is something that I notice all the time, Chef.
Yeah.
You pick up the bread, and it looks like the most natural 100% whole wheat bread.
I know.
And you flip it over, and you're like, what are half of these
What
ingredients?
are these gums? What is that stuff? And you know, if you don't know what it is, generally it's not very good for you. They put it on because they have to, but there is no way bread should stay soft for 2 months, you know? And that's what happened with this bread. They make it, and then it's like a big factory, and it's not good for you. Now
This
look
is
at that.
spicy, the jalapeno cheese one. That's
you're
got
right.
a kick to it.
Here we have a beautiful nut
Oh my
bread
gosh.
with pumpkin seeds and everything.
Quinoa and molasses.
Yeah.
With quinoa and molasses. I mean, these are like a meal.
I know.
They
You
make a
have that.
sandwich out of that? Oh my gosh.
Look at that. You toast it a little bit, and
Oh,
more bread.
Brownies.
Oh,
Brownies.
all
Chocolate
right.
pecan
I
brownies.
knew something was missing.
brownies. Oh, my
Brownies you do
goodness.
on the cake setting.
Okay, easy. I've never
Yeah.
tried that. I need to.
Even from a mix, Carrie, it doesn't matter. It can be homemade or from a mix.
Really, you can just put the mix
Yeah.
right in. So you're not preheating the oven, you're not dirtying up any dishes at all. You can put the brownie mix right
Yeah.
inside. Oh my gosh, I'm trying that. That is so wonderful and so easy. Here's the deal. About 30 seconds left to share this with you. Lowest price ever, $24.99, and you get to try it for 30 days in your home. So experience what we're all experiencing if you've never tried fresh baked bread every
we have
morning.
one more coming up. Look at that.
Have that 30-day money-back guarantee. This is one that I enjoy making, the whole wheat. Look at the brownies, how delicious
look at the brownies. I need space.
You can have, and that use the nut dispenser too. You add the nuts to the dispenser so they don't get too chopped up.
Thank you, Marion, for pointing that out. This has, and this is something that I haven't seen on another bread maker, you have the nut and the candy dispenser here on the top to add those ingredients in.
Look at that sandwich
really
bread here.
have fun with this one.
Now, I don't eat gluten a lot, but I eat a whole wheat bread in the morning. I make a toast, put my marmalade on it, and I have breakfast. That's what I still like the most, because I grew up with that.
Yes. And I love that you're making this massive 2-pound loaf of bread. You can do a pound and a half if you want to.
Yeah.
You can do the cakes, you can do the brownies.
And look at that bread. See that?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you put some
So
mayonnaise
this,
and some
you know,
lunch
the
meat.
old bread maker, when you had a slice of bread, it came out like a rock.
It
Not
did.
with my bread maker, because it proves it to perfection. So that way, always you will have a good crust and also soft interiors.
I love that you said that. If you had one of the old bread makers from 10, 15 years ago, different game now. The outside is crispy and delicious, either dark or brown or light, however you want it.
And look at that,
And
the
then
marble bread
soft
here.
and amazing.
See that?
Oh my gosh, you will never
For
run
your
out of
pastrami
ideas.
sandwich.
Never run out of ideas. Try different breads all of the time for $24.99 with free shipping and handling. We are going to check in with Leslie, who's here with your HSN Spotlight. Don't miss out on